In the first place, in my opinion, I think it's a good proposal. It's not the first time any government has done what they are doing, whether NDC or MPP, being the leading fraternities, political fraternities. So it's good, and I need to commend them for that. However, I always have a challenge. It looks as if almost all the policies, or the bills, or the laws, or the programs earmarked by certain governments in Ghana are not, or is not preceded with or by any properly conducted research with collected data, design frameworks to really know specifically what we want to attain, so that it becomes a benchmark to appraise what we do as a country or as a government. And because these things are not done, most of these policies and programs are not sustainable.
How would you want this to be approached?
I think what they have to do is, it's not every constituency they can grow cash crop in the first place. So they should have conducted the needed research. And by now they should have been able to earmark areas that are relevant, districts, constituencies, regions that are relevant. And then they should have a target. Okay, we want to have two, for example, or for instance, we want to have additional 2 million tons of cocoa. What size of land are we going to need for this particular project or program? Who owns that land? What's the soil content? What size, what fraction of that? Do we need 100,000 hectares or acres? Who owns it? How are we going to do it? What is the entire value chain? How will it look at? In terms of skill component of the labor force that we need, do we have them? If we don't, what do we have to do? How much will it cost us? Likely. In terms of even job creation, each of the segments, you need to do all these things. If you want to go beyond the boundaries of your country, what will be the other expected destinations, and what are the even world trade policies that we need? We need to put these comprehensive programs together. And if we're able to do this as a country, and these are the things that we don't take care of, that even feature in our economic endeavor, or what we want to do with our economy. And we're always having very fragile, very dependent economy or economic framework that has never been resilient. This is what we do.
Does petty cash crops like mango, coconut, and the rest also need this kind of research?
Even more than that. Even more. I have started personally. Maybe I'll check in. I've set up African Research and Development Institute, headed by Professor Adibanji. And we've started. Trust me, she's troubled. But we started. As I'm talking to you now, we have been able to actually categorize almost all the districts or regions and the type of crop that can be grown there. We have them. We will move beyond that to find the size of land we need to meet aggregate demand for that crop in our country. And what will be the labor size we need, the skill component of the labor size. If we want to go beyond domestic consumption, how many of the country, we even travel to the countries to find out that in terms of framework what they do. This is what we have to do.
So essentially you want this to be backed by research?
Yeah, properly. I even think the research should have been conducted before, so that for them to even come out, they have the relevant pieces of information and feature that or integrate that in the whole law or bill or policy framework. Once you do that, that's what the white people do. Before this structure was put in place, they had to do the soil test. What kind of soil do they have? The depth they need, whether there are stones, whether it is muddy area, the iron rods they need, whatever. They design it.
Okay.
But Ghana is the only country that, whether NDC, MPP, most of the times, our policies, our bills, our programs, our manifestos and other things are not preserved with research.
Okay.
And that is why most of our policies are not sustainable.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure, sir.